Okay, Metcon for today. We have a nice longer one from CrossFit headquarters featuring 30 overhead squats and an 800-meter run for 3 rounds. And we'll see how long it takes you to do that. Weight should be such that you could do this unbroken if there was a gun to your head, but maybe you'll take a strategic break, so maybe sets 2. Okay, so light, 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 light. You'll probably have warmed up to much heavier weight if you did the barbell Olympic section beforehand. For those of you who do not have a barbell, then I want a little bit of a heavier stimulus to do overhead single arm stepping lunges, since the reps will be lower for the lunge movement. And then if you have moderate weight, and that's somewhat subjective and up to you, bump those reps up to 45 instead of 30. And if you only have light weight to hold overhead with your dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object, then bump it all the way up to 60 to meet the same stimulus. For those of you who can't run because of an injury or whatnot, and or if the weather's really bad, then it's also, or your scaled options are a 1K row or ski erg, and that, or a 1.25 mile bike. So those are your scale options. So let me go over the movements and then have fun. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna start the workout right off the bat with those overhead squats, and if you have a barbell, you will have warmed up the squat snatch, so you can do that for that first rep. So that's 1, and then 2, so hip crease below knee, and then stand up all the way at the end of each rep. I notice a lot of times athletes don't even realize they're not standing up all the way because of tight hips and whatnot and fatigue, so they'll squat full depth, but then they'll stop here, okay, because they're hinged over because of tight shoulders and hips. So make sure you bring those hips forward, hump that air. So 30 of those, and then take off and run, row, bike, ski, and then overhead squat again, run, bike, row, ski, and then one more time, and then done. Look at the clock. If you have a barbell but you shouldn't go overhead, you can totally front squat this instead of overhead squatting. It'd be a pretty similar stimulus, still a good amount of midline work and difficulty in breathing with the weight on your chest. If you do that, then go heavier than you would have if it was overhead squat, just by a little bit at least, because we're stronger in the front squat than the overhead. For those of you that have minimal equipment, so hold on. So let's say I just have a dumbbell or kettlebell and say it's super light, so I'll use that example, so I'll press it overhead. If it's super light, I'm gonna do 60. So 1, 2, kind of the friendly way. If it's moderate weight, then I'll do 45 kind of friendly way, and you'll just have to be okay with being asymmetrical on the reps. And then if it's really heavy, then we'll do 30. Kettlebell also works like this. If you don't have weights, just have odd objects, great. If you can, could be a balance exercise as long as it doesn't hit you in the head. See if you can safely stabilize. 1, got it. 2, it's the power of the cardigan. Okay, so get creative. If your object's too odd, you can totally front rack, goblet lunge for that as well, and just hold it right here. Okay? Have fun with this lengthy workout.